All right, guys, week two, we are finally caught up. Week two in TEM. I can't believe I made it this far. And they really turn up the heat on you in this week. So be prepared for that. Not essentially hard. It's not hard or difficult to understand. It's just going to be a little time consuming. You might have to set a little more time aside for this because it took me a little bit longer than normal. So same thing for TEM week 2. So let's go ahead and hop over there and I'll show you what we're working with. So week 2, like I said, there's no reading in this course so far. Just a little overview, little video, watch that. And then this discussion was a little different. I enjoyed this one. It was essentially, who is your industry hero? Who do you look up to in the industry you're going into? And just why they're cool, and just share your knowledge, nerdy knowledge of your industry hero. So there was a lot of them to choose from in gaming, but I chose Hideo Kojima. If you don't know who he is a Japanese video game designer, director, producer, and writer. But he made the series Metal Gear Solid, which is one of my all-time favorite games series of all time. So I just decided to write about him, and I just, thick little paragraph about him, knowledge about him, why he's awesome, and a picture of him, and a picture of one of his games. Very straightforward, not weighted. You had to post once, and then by Sunday you had to just reply to somebody else. Let's see. Okay, so this is where they kick it up a notch a little bit, guys. So you have 3 assignments that you need to do this week. So the first one is industry growth. This essentially is kind of interesting because it's like they want you to do research on your industry, where it is now, and then you have to essentially look up like where like the industry is now, and then use your opinion on where you currently see the gaming, like me, it'd be gaming industry. And then you essentially are going to write 5 paragraphs, and each of them answers one question here. So like, first one, look at your entire industry and write a paragraph describing how you see it, right? And it says cite one source. So I'll get into that a little bit later, and then the next paragraph, write another paragraph forecasting how you see the industry growing in the next 5 to 10 years, and then cite another source. Third paragraph, speculate what the industry will look like in 25 years, and how users will consume your media. The fourth paragraph is where you want your career to be in 5, 10, 15 years. And then essentially like a step plan on how you're going to do that, and what awards you've achieved, and where you'd want to live, and even what your life would look like essentially. And then the 5th paragraph is going to be just summarizing that whole plan, that everything you wrote in the last 4 paragraphs into 1 paragraph. So essentially like an essay. You'll see, I'll show you. And then when it means by citing the source, so in college, if you don't know, you actually, when you use information from a website, you have to cite it. So you have to give their credit. You have to give the person the credit that they're due. Also, it's used to stop plagiarism, so people aren't copying, pasting stuff and just turning it in and calling it a day. But yeah, they get into it. They show you examples here. It's essentially their last name, first name, the date it was written, the name of the article, the website it's on, and then the actual URL. But yeah, I'll go and then I'll jump into. So this is mine, as you can see. Boom. There's 5 paragraphs, and then the references, the citing. This got me 100. So, like you said, if you're looking for what they're expecting of you, and then what's crazy, instead of replying to one person, you have to reply to 4 people by the end of this assignment. So we do that one. That's the first one. That's the first assignment. Then this one took me like a day, not more. It's not hard. It's just a lot of typing and putting everything together. But so what they wanted you to do is choose 7 assignments. Sorry, that's my puppy down here if you hear him. Or not 7 assignments, excuse me. So you have to choose 7 terms for video game design, and you have to write your own definition of those terms, and then you have to cite a source that's used in the wild. So essentially it could be anything. So like one of the words is game engine that I chose, right? So I wrote my definition for, game engine. Then I went online, and you could go out like it could be like an IGN website or Games Radar website. And you just have to find an article or somebody talking about game engine. It could be Unreal, but it has to have that game engine in the paragraph somewhere or something. It has to show it being used in like the wild, as they say. And then you have to do that for 7 different terms for game design. Then they want you to do another 7 terms the same way, but for a different degree. So I chose game art and game design, and that is okay. They're totally different degree paths according to the teacher, so this is okay. And then they wanted you, and then after when you did that, then it needed to be put into a PowerPoint or something to present itself. Oh my god, pardon my dog. Lunchbox, hey, come here. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, so what was I talking about? Dang, this video is going for a long time. Okay, so yes, you have to use 14 different terms, and after you get the 14 different terms, then you have to make it look pretty, essentially. So that's the second assignment. The third assignment, which is it's a little easier. They just want you to go on different hiring websites, so Glassdoor, LinkedIn, things like that, and find 3 different jobs in your industry that you would like to do or think you would have interest in. And after you've picked those 3 different jobs, then you have to write a paragraph on which one you chose, and you had the reasons why and such like that. So that's a lot simpler. But that last assignment, the big doozy. It's not hard, it just takes a lot of time. So, and I will show you my examples now, guys, so you could see what I did and what final things were that turned in. So let's see. Industry growth. Here we go. First one. Oh, you already saw that. So, okay. So remember, put it in Word. Second one, industry terms. So this is what I end up turning in. Remember, it has to be in PDF form. I recommend PowerPoint to do these things. It's very simple. They give you, it's free. It comes with when you join school, and it just makes everything look so much professional and nice. And I didn't do it, like all I did was find these pictures and put them in here, and and then these are so you have to do your writing. Like this is a term. This is my definition. And then this is where I found a spot where they talk about alpha, beta, and all that stuff. And then I cite it here and give the link. And this is ready to go. They can click on it and go to that link and see that I got it from there. And essentially that's what you do for 7 different terms. So we did all for game design, and now we're jumping into the game art and then the different terms for that. I know this video is already almost 10 minutes, so we're kind of speeding up. And that's essentially it. And then the final assignment, which I said was the 3 different jobs. So I picked the 3 different jobs, and you give the information they want, right? So I picked the 3 different jobs, the different things, and then the one I chose. Bam, bang, bang, bing, bang, boom. See, pretty simple. it's just going to take you a little bit more time, a little more research to get through this one. So just make sure you have a little more time this week to get this done. And with that being said, I believe that's it, guys. We're all caught up. I can't believe it. Let's go ahead and jump back in here. So thank you so much for sticking all the way to the end. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions about Full Sail, I'll be more than happy to answer them. Also, don't forget to join me on Twitch every Saturday, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can talk video game design, school, anything nerdy. I'm all ears. So I hope you find these videos enjoyable. And with that being said, later, Raiders.